So the great big selling point that I love about Artlist and Artgrid that distinguish them from any other stock service out there is their licenses cover absolutely everything. This is a review of Artlist and Artgrid. I'm gonna show you a video that I shot for a client, and I want you to look for when I used stock footage, stock music, and stock sound effects from Artgrid and Artlist. Ready, set, and go.
I'm just a regular person like you who is trying to walk every day of my life with a great intention. Why are you letting your fears keeping you from your destiny? I am a big believer that the moment you decide to go all in, your journey begins. I came from the third world country of Thailand, from the lower middle class family. Didn't have any MBA, didn't go to any business school. When you allow yourself to commit to your goals, and you fail, you're showing the strength, not the weakness. I was a yoga teacher teaching 5 to 6 different studios a day. Didn't even have time to have dinner with my kids. I was so depressed. Couldn't even pay bills. Had a lot of debts. I was stuck. So at that moment when I feel sick and tired of being sick and tired, I start to take the action. When you allow yourself to go all in, the world starts to behave differently. And that moment has totally changed what I think, changed the energy inside me. So I'm gonna teach you how to retrain your mind and your body for success. It's time to start now, and we will show you how in this Go All In TV course.
Did you see how I use stock footage in this piece? So oftentimes I like to use stock footage to supplement the pieces that I already shot. And so I'll go out and I'll shoot video for a client, and then I'll come back in, and then what I'll do is I will supplement it with stock footage. Now this was a pretty extreme example because my client was a life coach, and so we were looking for some metaphors that we could show for what she was talking about. So she's talking about going all in, and so to illustrate that at the very beginning, I showed all these people about to jump into water and try to show them hesitating and fearing to jump in, and then they just take this big leap of faith, they jump into the water. There's also some footage that I put in there of a swimmer. What's nice about Artgrid stock footage is that it's not just one single isolated clip. They are a series of clips or series of themed clips that are used together. So as you saw in that piece, you saw the swimmer diving in, you saw the same shots of her underwater. And so it almost just gives this illusion as if you shot it yourself, because there's multiple different angles and different shots of the same person in the same location. So that's something that I found is very unique to Artgrid compared to other stock footage services that I've used. Okay, now let me talk about Artlist for a minute. So again, Artlist is a platform where you can download unlimited songs and you can download unlimited sound effects. And I find them to have a wide range of different music. So they have cinematic music you can put in your video. They have more contemporary stuff you can put in. They have a lot of different choices that you can choose from for these different styles of filmmaking that you do. And the other feature that I actually really like, almost just as much, if not more than the music, is they have a stock footage library with thousands and thousands of sound effects. So the biggest selling point that I love about Artlist and Artgrid is their licenses cover everything. So we're talking from theatrical releases to TV commercials to work that you give to your clients that they put on their social media or on their website or on YouTube, you know, your own YouTube social media stuff. That license covers all of that stuff. I've gotten into trouble with licensing in the past for myself. I remember once I created 10 videos for a real estate development company and I put music tracks to them. So a few months later, I was looking back at my records and I was looking at these music licenses that I used to make these videos with, and I realized that the licensing did not cover specifically how the videos were going to be shown. So I had to go back in, re-edit all those 10 videos to different music files that actually did cover the licensing for what this client specifically wanted. And again, it was definitely an awkward conversation that I had with the client, but luckily they were still happy and I did it for free for them because, you know, that was just my courtesy to them. But anyways, music licensing and licensing in general for stock stuff can be kind of a nightmare a lot of times. There's a lot of legalities involved with it. And so the fact that Artlist and Artgrid just say, okay, the license covers absolutely everything, that just puts my mind at ease so much. And I absolutely love that feature. So if you're interested in checking out Artlist or Artgrid, I included links down below in the description so you can go and check out their sites and see what they have to offer. Hopefully I'll be able to make something out of this video. My battery's about to die, so I better stop talking and let you guys get on to looking at Artlist and Artgrid. Because honestly, I can only talk for so long. I can only, you know, I know there's this thing on YouTube to get the videos to be 10 minutes long, but honestly, you know, I could just talk to you forever and ever and make it to where it is 10 minutes long, so it is a possibility I could do that. But you guys know how the algorithms work on YouTube nowadays. You guys are all filmmakers, you get it, I understand. Yeah, so that's kind of the big kicker there. But yeah, I don't know, I really do like Artlist and Artgrid. I highly recommend them to you guys. I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart here, talking to you guys. They're definitely, they're cool people to work with. I even find their customer service to be really easy to work with. Yeah, I can't express enough how much I really like what they do.